MJ. I'm here with JJ. She is the owner of the beauty room, and she's going to answer some questions for us. First question, what is unique about you, or why should someone hire you?
I think what sets me apart in my industry from other stylists is that I really take the time to do a consultation and to really get to know individually each client before we start. And I never start until each client has really expressed what it is that they want and also what they don't want, so that we can feel like we're on the same page and we can move forward with them being comfortable and not questioning the process or feeling insecure about what the result will be.
Okay. And I don't think you mentioned this, but one of the things that's also unique about you, or that allows you to work in this new environment, is the fact that you have a salon that is just independent, so you're not in a setting with a bunch of other people.
I do have a private suite. I have a suite mate that's there at this point in time a few days a week. So anyone that wanted it to be fully private could just book on certain days. I also have flexibility in my schedule. I work often 6 days a week. I offer morning appointments, afternoon appointments, and evening appointments. So I find that the need around here is availability, and so I really try to offer that to my clients. The challenges that I faced in 2020 would be really that I had to close down for 10 weeks due to COVID. And that was tough, but thankfully I had a community behind me that was super supportive and very kind and understanding and ready to come back when I was able to reopen as per guidelines, CDC guidelines.
And what's a strategy or a skill that you've improved on this year?
I think the biggest skill that I've improved on is making it easier to book. With CDC guidelines, I have turned off my automatic booking for my clients because I'm limited as to how many clients I can take per day. And so my sister Melissa is now a part of the beauty room experience by being able to take your calls and more quickly get back to you, simply because I don't have time to answer the phone or message back and forth while I'm working, just due to the fact that my undivided attention to each client is extremely important to me. So that makes it bridges the gap between time that you have to wait to even hear a response. So Melissa's been a godsend to me.
Okay. And then tell us what your ideal client is.
I would say that my ideal client is someone who is willing to hear the truth. And the truth may be that what they're wanting is a transitional process, and it might take a couple visits. And so someone that wants instant gratification from dark brown to a light blonde right in one visit, it's probably not my ideal client, simply because I like to underpromise and overdeliver, and it's just not feasible. Healthy hair is so important to me, so if I promise you that can happen, I'm most likely not going to be able to deliver that. And so a client with realistic expectations and patience for the process of where we want to go is really, I would say, my most ideal client.
Okay. And then can you tell us maybe a piece of advice for someone who's just starting out with their own business? Doesn't necessarily have to be a hair salon, but just a small business owner. What advice would you give them?
I would say the best way to start a small business is to really just communicate with others and put yourself out there. There are a lot of really strong women in this area that will support you and lift you up and give you great advice and really just be there, because we all have the same struggles and we all like to celebrate one another's successes. So just communicate, put yourself out there. It's hard for everyone to do.
Right.
So you're not alone in that. I would say just put yourself out there and really just do the best you can to communicate and portray well what you do and what you offer to the community.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and I second that. Finding a tribe. I think for me, like I waited way too long to get into the networking aspect of it, but it does. It makes a huge difference.
It really does. Support is everything. It's like a good bra.
So I know you made the big transition from New Jersey, and that was probably like a huge risk for you to kind of step out there and do that. What advice do you have for other people that are kind of like, oh, I want to do this, but I'm scared?
It is scary. I will have to say that I did so much work, but a little bit at a time. And so when I look back now and I see all of the things that I did to get where I am now, it's overwhelming. But if you just take little tasks and chip away and chip away and chip away, you eventually can look behind you and see how much progress you made. And it is so worth it. So little bites of the elephant at a time, 100%. And then all of a sudden you're there. So baby steps.
Right.
Like anything else, just don't think of everything you have to do at once. That's overwhelming. Just take little tiny steps at a time, and you will eventually see the great strides that you've accomplished.
Okay. And let's finish up with what inspires you?
Women. Women inspire me daily. Whether it's a challenge, a medical challenge they've gone through, health issues or new beginnings for them, other business owners. I'm so intrigued and always daily inspired by other women. I have really been fortunate between clients and other small business owners in my circle to just be around some really amazing women, and I am so proud of the circle, and it's a large circle of women.
And then what inspired you to do what you do? How did you get into styling?
Oh gosh. From a very young age, I would cut my Barbie's hair, and also my sister's Barbie's hair, which didn't go over big at all.
Your sister didn't enjoy that?
She did not enjoy when I cut their hair. I don't know why.
Well, I think that's about it. Was there anything that you would like to finish with?
I would just like to sincerely thank you for asking me to do this and taking the time out of your day to share some of your professionalism with me as a business owner. And I just want you to know that I love you to pieces. When? In life?
2020 life, or
I faced a lot of challenges, girl. Oh, I messed that up. It's so good too, what I have to say. This last year has been just a clusterfuck.
beep.
Grown a lot.
I knew you were going to say the wrong word.
What's another good word for
Tremendously.
For a lot? Oh, tremendously. Okay, ready.
Okay. Don't look at me. I'm gonna make you laugh.
She's having a minute.
Ooh, okay.
Grown.
No, you can't say it.
Exponentially?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds weird right now.
You're so
I've grown on so many levels.
Hold on, let me fan myself for a sec.
Oh, good. Because there's lots of trucks that will drive by in your interview. Who runs the world? Girls, girls. Yes, Misty. Thank you for having me today. I really appreciate it. Are you fanning your armpit? This is a disaster. I'm sweater.
I know, you're crazy.
I'm sweatering.
Yeah, like long pants and everything. Ooh, you're making me hot. Okay.
That's what they all say. Okay.
last time where every time I would go hi, it came out so stupid.
Hi.
Specific.
That's a loaded question. I've faced a lot of challenges. Some of the challenges. Oh my god, it's so hot. So hot.
Something, anything, I don't know.
Eventually.
Mhm.